But a lot came out of it. There was an awful lot of updates. And for anybody who's out there questioning, asking, what about this, what about that, and all the other, I think really, if you weren't successful by getting onto the webinar last night, the notes in the back office basically do explain everything about it all. Now, why did he do the O-Connect after we did 360? Well, because there was a lot of updates, new features in O-Connect that he wanted to bring to the table to show us. And he also wanted to bring us up to date as well with other parts that we have been asking questions about, and, you know, all the rest of it. And he wanted to do that. But it was mainly all about O-Connect. Now, I don't know about your end, but certainly my end as a panelist, things looked very, very sharp. We didn't get any buffering or sound problems our side. Now, I do know that because Jane was on her iPad, that when the whiteboard was coming up, people were having problems listening after that because it was muting when the whiteboard comes up. Did you notice, by the way, that every time Ash was looking down, he was writing? Why? Because these are all the notes that he is taking of things that we see, so he can then go back to his tech team to say, yeah, this was happening, and all the rest of it. So if you are on iPad, one of the reasons is because the mute button is in the bottom left-hand corner, which should stand here somewhere, and you have to just pinch it a little bit so that it exposes it, or make it full screen, and you should see it okay to be able to do that. But as he also said, from our end, that's the business end, from OnPassive end, things are working really, really well. Sometimes you have to sort of work your way around things. Now, I certainly do when I do things online, whether I'm on my mobile phone or on my laptop. I have to find workarounds to make stuff work for me. And this is the same with O-Connect. Not all the time, but for some people, you really need to sort of work it out for yourself, how it works best for you and how to do it. But he has taken notes, and I'm sure that if there's any little tweaks, he will be able to do them. So he came on and he said that today really is a test for the new release of O-Connect. Now, one of the things that we saw at our end that you guys didn't see out there, because it's not ready for the attendees, is the new view that you see on screen. Now, he explained this at length, didn't he, of what we were seeing and what you weren't seeing. But basically, even numbers on a screen, easy, isn't it? All square boxes or rectangles, one in the middle, then there's two side by side, and then there's three, 1, 2, 3, and then there's 4 in a block, 5. A bit of a problem, odd number. How do you make 5 fit into 4 or 6? You've got to put it somewhere, and it's not going to be the same size. What we were seeing our side was when it gets to 5, you have 2 at the sides here and a large one in the middle. Really, really cool. And whoever, if it's, for instance, me looking at the screen, it's me in the middle, or if it was Ash, it would be him in the middle, or Susie or Marty or anybody else, they would be in the middle. Absolutely fantastic. That's 5. Go to 6. What happens with 6? 1, 2, 3. 3 blocks of 2 upside down, 2 on top of each other. Fantastic. 7. What's another odd number? You then get the 6 as it is, and then a larger one on the side. Absolutely fantastic. And this all goes along until we have the full 24 panelists that are allowed on a screen. You guys, once you guys will be able to see this if you host a webinar, because it will be for the panelists to view. It will be in time for the attendees as well, but just right now it is only for the panelists. But I loved it. Really, really good. And that obviously is going to go live for the attendees very, very shortly. Also, background themes. You saw us on the screens, and did you see him flicking through various of the backgrounds. Really cool. You've got some futuristic dynamic kind of ones. You've got some computery type ones as well. And all of these are going to be labeled up in various forms for the backgrounds that you can just select whatever you want. One of the big things, and you guys were playing around with it, I saw, is in the chat area. Now, top right hand corner of that chat area on O-Connect, you had SML, and that is small, medium and large, funnily enough. And this is to select your font size for the words that are showing in the chat area. Also, did you notice the graphics in the background? Did you notice that the chat was see-through, so you could see the people at the back who had a little play with the speech to text on it? I also noticed that you can be muted on the attendees, but still use the chat to text on the speak to text on the chat area. And I tell you what, guys, if you haven't used it, next time you're on there, try it. Instantaneous. When you speak, it puts it on there, and then all you have to do is click send, and it comes up as a chat on there. Absolutely brilliant. Also, one feature on there, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but whenever anybody posts a message in the chat area, there's 3 buttons or 3 dots next to that. You can select, expand that, and you can actually direct message somebody in that chat area so nobody else sees it. Brilliant. I mean, just the chat area alone is worthy of so much at the moment. So all of these, okay, is fantastic. The default, by the way, for the size is medium. You can select small or large depending on what you're looking for. But that chat area really is a great area to go to as far as interaction with people. You can send all sorts of things, pictures, you can use emojis, la-di-la, all the rest of it. Fantastic, really good. I loved it. Also, you can save the chat in a log. There's a an area within the chat that you can download it, and you can get the whole of that chat log saved to your computer if you want it for any reason. So also from the attendees point of view, the gallery view is much better now as well. That's been redefined and made a little bit easier for people, so that it makes it look a lot better on the screen, because it's more, it fills out more of the screen. One thing I recommend you to do as well, if you are looking, for instance, on a laptop, is that you can expand it to full screen. So if you've got tabs open, for instance, on your browser, if you click that full screen, it goes over the whole screen, which means that the people that you're looking at on the video, on the screen in the videos, are much more prominent. They're filling up the whole of that area, and all you see is what is O-Connect all about on that. Absolutely love that part as well. What else? Cena's saying copy text or link is not available. Okay, but that's coming, Cena. Don't worry about it. I'm just going over what was brought up last night on the webinar. Okay, you'll also be able to transfer sessions between one person or another. Remember, he told us about that a few weeks ago. This means that, for instance, if you get called away or you have important things to do, you'll be able to transfer your session to another person that is on your session, so that they won't lose connectivity from it. Absolutely amazing. There's also lots of fine tuning to be done, but the best part of what O-Connect is at the moment, it's very stable. And I think most of us will agree that if you are using O-Connect on a regular basis at the moment, you will notice it is getting more and more stable, isn't it? You know, we had a lot of buffering and getting into O-Connect issues in the earlier days, but now it's a lot more stable with the functionality of it, and that's really what it's all about, isn't it? How to move forward with it. The co-host will be able to lower hands, mute, shut off cameras, or actually remove somebody from the screen just by clicking their video that's on there. A great feature, one that we don't have to use very often. But if there's background noise or somebody is talking, if you notice every time somebody talks on O-Connect, it has the colors going round so you know the person's talking. If there's any background noise or somebody has forgotten to mute themselves, you can do that very easily now from the screen. The host or the co-host can do that from the screen. Brilliant. Again, usability. It's easier usability because everything is available from that there at the moment. So, you know, things are moving ahead, and it's great to see all of these new features that are coming to O-Connect. Something else that's new as well was live streaming to YouTube. Now, if you remember back in the day that Ash wasn't too keen on doing this, he thinks that everyone should go to O-Connect to view it, but this is a new feature that will be there. It's only going to be for paid people, not for people who are using the free trial, or probably in the future there's going to be a free version, but we don't know about that as yet. But it is certainly going to be on the paid version of O-Connect. And he said 4 clicks and you have connected your YouTube channel to O-Connect. Why is this a big deal? In my opinion, this is a big deal because you can use it as a call to action for people on your YouTube channel to come to O-Connect. So for instance, if I am doing a session on O-Connect for whatever it may be, let's say it's cooking, because that's because I'm a chef and I plan to be doing some cooking shows through either O-Cademy or O-Connect in the future. I can be on my O-Connect doing a cooking show. I can click the feature for connecting to my YouTube channel. I can click it, and then I can quickly go over to YouTube live and say, hey guys, we are in the middle of this cooking show at the moment. We're doing lasagna. I'm showing you how to make it, white sauces and all the rest of it. Come over and find out how to do it. You're going to love it. This is the link. Put it in the description within the call to action. People can click it and then they can go directly to O-Connect. I think it's a great feature. It's not necessarily all about streaming the whole of your O-Connect to YouTube. It's about getting people from YouTube to O-Connect. Why? Because they have to sign in to go to O-Connect. And when they sign in, obviously they put their name and they have to select O-Mail, don't they? That means they become part of your organization. This is just thinking about how you can expand your organization within OnPassive, and then in the future they might buy something from the OnPassive arsenal of products and services that we will have, and then you will earn a commission. And what have you done? You've shared a little snippet on your YouTube channel for that, haven't you? Absolutely amazing. So you go to stream function icon. Okay, this is going to be near the resound, which is, when you're looking at it, it's bottom right hand corner. Click allow. Put your YouTube URL into that with the password and all the rest of it. Click and then it will start streaming immediately. And then if you want to stop it, there's a red icon on there and you just press that and it will stop it automatically. How cool is that? I don't know about you, but every time that I've had to add channels to other streaming companies, it's a lot of a hassle, to be honest. And having it within those 4 clicks really is amazing, to be honest. It's going to be cool for a lot of us, because obviously the ones that do a lot of YouTubing, to be have that versatility to be able to flick from one to the other, to invite people to come to O-Connect, just by showing a little bit of O-Connect in your YouTube and then switching it off, say, come along, this is where we are. Leave the link for that O-Connect in your YouTube description. Bob's your uncle. You don't have to do any more than that. Absolutely fantastic. Also, he said, we're going to have dynamic screen layouts for speakers. Like I said, it's not just going to be one size fits all. And this goes all the way up to the 24 people. Also, displaying multiple questions at the same time through the Q&A. He did show us this if you were on it yesterday. As you well know, we have a Q&A area for people. So if you have done a presentation and you can go, has anyone got any questions? You bring up the Q&A. People put their questions in, and you can then put their questions up onto the main screen. And what you go down in order on there, once you've answered the question that's on the screen at the top, it will automatically disappear, and then the next person's question comes up. I thought that was really cool because then people can see when their question's coming up, so they're not bombarding the Q&A with the same question all the time because they know theirs is coming up, etc. A really cool part that I thought. You can save and download all that as well, the same as the chat for future reference. Also, the whiteboard. Now, you can have multiple people. As long as you're on the panel, you can use that whiteboard. So think of the possibilities as far as that whiteboard is concerned. Think of all of those. Where was I? Yeah, if you're on the attendees panel at the time, okay, we can go onto the whiteboard and you can write whatever you want to write there. So if you're in a board meeting, for instance, there's 4, 5, 6 of you, whatever it may be, you can brainstorm and you can actually post something onto the whiteboard as an idea. Don't forget that whiteboard is not just about putting up scribbles. You can put up pictures, you can put up plans, you can put up whatever you like, and you can highlight areas of it over the top of it. And this is where the whiteboard really is going to come into its own, because you can have interaction on the whiteboard through anybody that's on the panel. This really is going to be a good feature for many businesses out there, because they, for instance, if you're architects or if you're planning or whatever it may be, you put the plans on there, you can talk about it, and then you can highlight areas or whatever you want to do on there. And all this is live, guys. Remember, this is not going to be something that you're going to go away, come back again with a change or anything like this. You can do this on the hop as you're going along. And again, this can all be downloaded and you can save it and you can send it to people and all the rest of it. And again, if you've got any presentations for there, you can download and you can actually print what that presentation was as well and send it to it. So coming up as well, he said, Friday, that is tomorrow at 12:50 Eastern, so at 10 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. So if you're in the UK, that's going to make it 5 to 6. We have a Burj Khalifa display. What this Burj Khalifa display is, we don't know. Is it going to be about O-Connect or is it going to be about something new? There's only one way to find out, guys, and that is to go to the OnPassive official YouTube channel, and they will be doing it from there. Okay, that's at 5 to 1 Eastern Standard Time, PM in the afternoon, which is 12:50. So go along and have a look at that. Might be a webinar straight after. We don't know yet. Okay, we'll obviously stay tuned into your back offices. Yes, we know that the link for O-Connect yesterday was put in OES. And as Marty and Chris had said on their live, we don't have any control over the OES, guys. All we can do is put stuff into O-Founders area. Not quite sure yet where the information is going to be put, but make sure you keep an eye on both of them. Then Ash also brought us up to date with payments. He's explained basically what was happening, and it's a good problem to have, really, what's happening at the moment. Like he said before, a couple of 360s ago, he said that it's all about volume. What we are doing as a company, no other company really has started off as we have. He also brought to the table a bit of an explanation, didn't he? He said the likes of Google and Amazon, they literally do have trillions of dollars worth of money changing hands through their payment gateways. He said, but they are established. They've been around for 20 plus years. So they have built this reputation and trust with the payment processors over this period of time. But they didn't start there. You know, look at Amazon. They started in a very small office and they were selling secondhand books, and they've grown and grown and grown to where they are now. We started in the beginning of September, the 1st of September, and boom, they didn't expect to have the volume of literally millions of dollars hitting the exchanges at the same time. So really is good for that. Rob, please don't stop posting what you guys are going to be doing. I don't do it in your chat. Thank you so much. You know, it really was good for him to come out and say, listen, we are in a position now where we got caught because of the amount of volume that was going through there. Okay. But we have a solution. And the solution now is they're going to use lots of different companies. They're going to trickle feed and open small gateways, build the trust, and then open it from that. This is a short-term fix. I'm going to reiterate that again. This is a short-term fix. This is not the plan. Okay. He told us what the plan was last time, and that is going to be coming later on in this year. Okay. So please, when the gateway is open again, let's be respectful like we were last time. Let's just use one card at one time. Do it once, wait an hour, do it the rest, and we will all go quite happily as far as that is concerned. Also, he said we're going to scale this up, and then we're going to use multiple processors to handle that volume. This applies to paying in and also, guys, to paying out. Talking of that, he said regulation and compliant issues are ongoing because of the massive volume, and that was with the O processors. He said, but we are adding multiple processors, increasing volume gradually. He said within 2 weeks, this was really good news. He said within 2 weeks or thereabouts, we will be clearing all of the pendings that are in the wallets at the moment. So if you are a person that has requested a payment, whether it be to cryptocurrency or whether it be to your bank in fiat currency, whatever that might be in your country, this is all going to be cleared out within the next 2 weeks or so. So that is great news. And then after that, we are then going to be able to handle more bulk payouts, etc., from the processors when we're doing it. Also, the ash bomb that he mentioned, he said this is now his top priority. Who is that? Let's have a look. Sent me a super sticker. CA. Let me look. Hang on. I'm trying to scroll back up. Oh, I can't scroll for some reason. Thank you very much for the super sticker, whoever that was. I can't see, but thank you so much. Yeah, he says that as far as where was I? Oh yeah, the ash bomb. Around about beginning of December, sometimes he thinks he's going to be in a position where he'll be able to announce what that is. He says it's his top priority, bar none, at the moment, to get this finalized. And it's also going to be one of the biggest tops that OnPassive has seen so far. What's it going to be? Who knows? But sure as eggs is eggs, if Ash Mufareh has anything to do with it, it is going to be mind-boggling. It's going to blow us all away. I'm convinced of that and very, very sure of it. So look out for that coming very, very shortly. So there were some final notes. He wanted to say, whilst using O-Connect, make sure you explore your device to find out which resolutions and best for the viewing, etc., for yourself. Remember, one size doesn't necessarily fit all. Why? Because all sorts of reasons. The age of your computer or your desktop or your laptop or your mobile phone, your tablet, all this has an effect, okay, on the functionality and where people find stuff on it. Play around with it. Find a good solution for you. As far as the company is concerned, okay, O-Connect is spot on. Everything is working really well, and you just have to find the best solution for you as far as your hardware is concerned that you are using it. So he said, we are new to the market, and because we are new, we have to scale the multiple challenges of the processes. This is just the recap that he gave us. And this is going to be done on a daily volume. And then within a few weeks, we'll have a solution to pay out. And obviously, by the time we clear that, then there's going to be more volume to be able to do it again. So you can request it again. He said, and this, I absolutely loved this part, which he was saying. He said, do not be discouraged, guys. It's going to work. Okay. And I loved him being upfront and honest about this. He said, it's just taking a bit of extra time. There are things that they didn't know were going to hinder the expansion of where we were with OnPassive. They did all the right things. Okay. They had meetings with the processors. They told them this is going to be happening. All the rest of it, they just didn't believe what OnPassive was saying. And obviously they had this influx, and we all know what happened to there. So they've had to work around this, and it really has been a bit of a logjam for moving forward with all the other products. But they found a good solution, and this is going to work no problem. So it's just taken a bit of extra time. He also then said, don't be in a mode of anxiety or concerned. He said, we take care of the process and work to achieve that. All you have to do is smile, be happy, just come and relaxed and look pretty. The company have got you. The company are going to get this sorted, and the company are going to look after you. I mean, he couldn't have put it in any other plain language, that if you are a founder, an affiliate of OnPassive, we're going to look after you. His whole motivation is not about him. It's not about the company. His whole motivation is to make sure that you are going to succeed in OnPassive, and he's going to make damn sure that that happens. So talk about being in a fantastic position. You guys out there certainly are. He also said, good news, you don't have to go through what the company are going through on a daily basis. They literally go to hell and back several times a day to go forward with what is happening. He also did mention slightly about the 3 month that we have paid for O-Connect. He said this might be, and I reiterate, might be extended for a few days. He was said we will do what is ever reasonable and fair. Okay. I'm sure he has a plan. Okay. And I've said it many, many times. Ash Mufareh is not in this game to take advantage of you guys. He's here to help you, and he will do whatever is right and fair for everybody. Not necessarily for the company, for you guys. So don't worry about things. If it gets extended, great. If it doesn't, that's even better, because it means he's got a plan. He said, we will ensure that we are fair to everyone. We are doing it to make you profit and to win, to have that total time and financial freedom. We want to liberate your mind and unleash your dreams to maximize impact. This is our goal. You should know by now we are working for you and go to hell and back multiple times a day. As I said, our drive is for you and not for us. That should not shock you, because if you've been with us for a long period of time, you should know by now. Yes, this is abnormal. It's not how the current mindset and market work. But what are we? We're different, aren't we? We are the change. We are the correction to the corruption. He said, I would like to transfer or exchange the anxiety to excitement and to the gratitude as it makes me happy to see you happy. He said, not complaining, and have excitement about your future. And this is my ultimate happiness. Be happy, enjoy it, work on your dreams, he said, and be unselfish. We are killing it. Like no other movement, we will be the one on the internet. Guys, we are in an amazing position with OnPassive. It was great to see him in this mood. It was great to see him open and honest, candid, as my dear lady wife said. It was
Pat Parent, by the way, who did you a super sticker.
Oh, was it Pat Parent that did me a super sticker? Pat, thank you so much, my lovely. That's very, very kind of you. Anyway, guys, that's it from me for this update. I hope it has been of use to you. I hope it's helped explain what happened last night. Try and make time for Burj Khalifa tomorrow. And you never know, there might be a webinar with more of Ash Mufareh.